This is Ramesh, Department of CSC, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College. Today my topic is Basic Python Programming Language. In that my topic is Python Basic Syntax, Variables and Data Types and Operators. Course Outcome. After completion of this lecture, you can able to know what is identifier, variables and constants, and you are able to know about the data types and operators available in the Python. Now let us discuss what is the syntax. Syntax refers to the rules that define the structure of the program. Suppose if you consider the words from English language, say like this: playing boy in cricket playground. Will it make any sense? No. As if you say proper syntax, like using the grammar, if you write the English statement boy playing playground, it will be understood by every student. Therefore, to write any programming language, it is important to learn the proper syntax. If you know the syntax in the programming language, we can write the programs easily. So, it is compulsory to know the syntax of the programming language to write the programs in any language. Python identifier. What is Python identifiers? Identifiers. Suppose in a class, we can identify the students with the help of their names and rule numbers. In the same way, in the Python language, with the help of the name, we can identify the class, function, object, variables. The name which is used for the identification purpose is known as the identifier. If you observe here, the A is the variable, this identifier. Here find is the function name. Okay, this is the one identifier. Here the class name, class test. This test is the class name. Okay, this is the identifier. Here P1 is called test. I'm creating the object. Okay, this is one identifier. This variable name is also identifier, function name is also identifier, class name is identifier. Here the object name is also identifier. Identifier is nothing but a name given to the variables, functions, classes, object. Okay. Rules. In Python programming language, we have to follow the certain rules to create the identifier. First rule is it can contain the A to Z alphabetics, capital A to Z, small a to Z, 0 to 9, and underscore is also allowed. And it should not start with the digit, and it should not allow any punctuation marks like @ hash, dot. These symbols are not allowed in the identifier. And Python is a case sensitive language. Means here you can observe num and num. These are Python will treat two different identifiers because this capital letter here n is capital letter. So Python will treat these are the two different identifiers. And we can't use the reservoirs also as the identifier. Let us see the examples. Here I am using A is equal 10. ABC is equal to 10. It is valid identifier. So I am using small ABC equal to 10. This is a valid identifier. Suppose I am using ABC @123 equal to 34. Here I am using the special symbol, symbol. It is not allowed. We get the error, syntax error. This special symbol at that is not allowed. And ABC, suppose we can't, next is the, we can't start the identifier with the number. Suppose 1 ABC is equal to 30. Here before starting the identifier with the digit, that is not also not allowed. Okay. Identifier can start with the A to Z, small a to Z, capital A to Z, underscore is allowed. Other than this, not allowed. We can't declare the identifier with the digit. And the result was also not allowed. If equal to 45. This if it is a reserved word. In Python we have 33 reserved words. These reserved words we can't use as the identifiers. And we can't give the spaces in between. Suppose COM student is equal to 30. Here COM space students. We can't give the space in between the two different, in between the words we can't give the space. If you want we can give the underscore, come underscore student. Is valid. Okay. In identifier we can't start with the number. We can't use the special characters like @ is not allowed. We can't use the reserved words, that is keywords we can't use, and we can't use the space in between the words. And also num equal to 46 I am giving, num equal to capital M equal to 50 I am giving. If you print num, we are getting 46. Okay. If you use capital N, in this case we get the output 50, because the Python is treating this num and capital NUM is two different identifiers. Okay. Python has 33 reserved words, means it has some meaning. Already the reserved words we can call it as the keywords also. It has some meaning. We can't use those reserved words as the identifier in the programming languages. Let us, we can, with this is the print statement. With the help of this statement we can find out the list of all the keywords available in the Python. Import print kw.list. It prints all the reserved words available in the Python. With the help of this keyword.kw.list, it prints this keyword is the module. I am importing the module. With the help of module, I am printing all the available keywords in the Python. Next, what is variables and constants? Variable is a name that refers to the and points to the value in the memory location. Suppose A is equal to 10, means in some memory location that 10 is stored. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the memory location. At the memory location 1, 2, 3, 4, the value stored. We are pointing and referencing that value with the help of the variable A. Okay. And what is the variable and what is the constant. Suppose if you observe here, age is equal to 10. The value in the program, the value will be changed. The value of age, this year the value will be 10. Next year the value will be 11. After 2 years the value will be 12. Like the value is changing. In the program, the value of the variable will change. Those are called the variables. If you observe another example, pi equal to 3.14. The value will not change. The pi value 3.14 throughout the program. After 1 year also the value will not be changed. These are called the constants. In our program, suppose here I am declaring a is equal to 10. After 10 statements, the value maybe becomes 20, 30 based on our instructions. The value may be changed. Those are called the variables. The value will not be changed. Those variables are called the constants. Here pi is the constant, age is the variable. These values, age value may be changed, whereas pi value will not be changed. These are called constant. It is called variable. In other language like C and Java, we use the constant, const, constant, to declare the variables as the constant. But in Python, unfortunately, we don't have that facility. We can show our intention that it is a constant with the help of writing the variables in capital letters. Suppose here I am writing the pi equal to 3.14. After the 10 statement, pi equal to 3.15. We can change this value, but here I am showing my intention is this pi is the constant by writing the all letters in capital letters. Okay. In Python, we don't have facility to declare the variable as a constant. In other language like C, Java, we have the keyword constant. With the help of that keyword, we can declare the variable as the constant. If you try to change that variable, we get the errors. But in Python, we can change the value of the constant variables also. Okay. But we can show our intention that it is constant by writing the variable in all capital letters. Like I am written pi is equal to 3.14. After by seeing the variable name, we can say that it is a constant. And memory management in the Python. If you know the address of the memory location of the variable with the help of the id keyword. Okay, let us see the. Here suppose I am taking a is equal to 10. This 10 is stored in the memory location some address. I want to know the address of the variable a. We can know the address of the a variable with the help of the keyword id. id of a. It gives the address of the a. At which location we have stored that value. Okay. This is the address of the a. To know the address of the memory location, we can use the keyword id. Okay. Suppose I am using the a is equal to 10, b is equal to, I am showing the different 3.14 and c is equal to some text. I want to know the address of these variables. We can find with the help of keyword id of a. It gives the some different address. id of b. It gives the different address. id of c. It gives the different address. Means these variables are pointing to the different memory locations. If you observe if a is equal to 10, b is equal to a, c is equal to 10. For these three variables, I am assigning to only value 10. In that case, what happens is, we can see in the idea, A is called 10, I'm assigning, and A is called, B is called A, I'm assigning, and C is called 10. These three variables are storing the same value. In that case, we get the same memory address. If A is called A, ID of A, ID of B, ID of C. Okay, you can observe that A is called 10, B is called A, C is called A. In these three cases, I am storing the value 10. These all three are pointing to the same memory. So I am storing 10 in memory location. This A is pointing to this memory location, B is pointing to this memory location, and C is pointing to this memory location. Okay, we get this some address 1, 2, 3 example. Okay, these three variables are pointing to the same memory location. Why? Because in Python, what happens is, when we create a multiple variables, in case if they have same data, in such case will point to the same memory location, because we can say that Python uses the memory more efficiently. It avoids the wastage of the memory. With the help of this technique, if we are creating multiple variables, if some of variables have same data, in that case, the data will be pointed to by the all these same variables A, B, C. These A, B, C are have same data, so they point to the same memory location to avoid the wastage of memory. So we can say that Python uses the memory efficiently. Okay. And we can declare the variables like this in three ways. A is called 10, B is called 20, C is called 30. We can separately declare the variables in Python, or A, B, C is equal to 10, 20, 30. In this way, we can declare. Let us see practically. A is called 10, B is called 20, C is called 30. We can assign like this. If you give print of A, B, C, it prints the values A, B, C. Another way, we can assign the in single line A, B, C equal to 10, 20, 30. In this case, A will be assigned to 10 will be assigned to A, 20 will be assigned to B, and 30 will be assigned to C. Print B, C. Okay. And if the A, B, C all variables have the same data, in that case we can use like this. A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to, suppose the three variables have same data. In that case, A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 5. All will have the same data. Print A, B, C. Okay. Data types. If you observe in another programming language like C, Java, we must and should declare the variables before we use it. Those type of languages are called statically typed language. we must declare the variable before we use it in other programming languages. In Python, we need not to declare the variable before we use it. Those type of languages are called the dynamically typed language. Python is a dynamically typed language. The value of the type of the variable is decided by based on the provided value. Okay. Suppose here a is equal to 10. The type of the variable is decided by the value 10. If we assign a is equal to 2.5, now value is 2.5, that is float, means the type of the variable is decided as float.